Well, you're live.
Am I live?
You're live.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hi everyone. I'll get to close that. Hi everyone. We don't know what was happening. Facebook, we just kept trying to start and it would not go live. But we're live now. Who knows?
I didn't even put like a name on it.
We did put a name on it. We are here. I am Karen. This is So and Save. This is what are we? Patchwork Party Live. Yeah, we kept going live and it would go 3, 2, 1 and nothing would happen. Over and over and over again. And then all of a sudden, it did it. We don't know. But here we are. Thank you. I hope you guys are coming on. Are there people?
Yeah.
Are there people?
14 people
Oh, thank you. Hello, everyone. Oh, we're going to wait till hopefully some more people come on.
Pat says amen and hello.
Oh my gosh. You know, I don't know. Facebook is a weird and wonderful thing. Yes, weird and sometimes wonderful.
I've got some choice words.
Yes, Joe is happy and then not happy. Happy and then not happy. But thank you for joining us tonight. Here we go. I hope you had a wonderful Easter. We did. It was kind of quiet. We just kind of with family. And here we are. It's April. Spring is here. We were out gardening yesterday and got one garden cleaned out and all kinds of tree cut down and all kinds of things happening outside these days. So I hope you're getting your gardens ready and things happening and outside and quilts getting done. Are you getting some sewing done too? Yes. In between during the rain. All the rainstorms that we're having and stuff. So how are people popping on? I'm just talking while people are popping on.
About 35.
Oh, good. People are popping on. Like it. Don't forget to like us, share us, tell other people we're on. Everything's happening. When you do that, your name will go into the Facebook, comment picker and hopefully your name will be picked for a gift card by the end of the night. And don't forget that PP20 gets you 20% off of everything that I'm showing you tonight. And I have some great things to show you tonight. Whew, I'm glad we're on and things are happening because I have some good stuff for you tonight. Should we get started?
Yeah,
Do you think we have enough people to get started?
49
Okay, good. And hopefully people will keep popping back on.
People to like and share.
Yeah, yep.
Because I didn't put a name on there. Yeah,
we didn't put a name on it tonight because we were just kept trying to get back on. So we didn't get a name on it. We'll get a name on it later. And, don't forget to like us and share us and comment as we go along. Ask questions if you have questions and we'll get those questions answered as we go along. PP20 gets you 20% off tonight. And, let's get started. Yay. Okay. Lots of new things tonight. I'm standing in front of some fabric, in back of some other fabric, of a cute baby line, from P&B Fabrics. And it is called Dream Drifters and a really sweet baby line. The quilts are over here, Joe, so you can kind of show these. It has a really sweet little panel. So this one is kind of in a little green. So there's a little green panel and there's also a little gray panel as well. So there's two panels. So you could go green or gray, whichever the new moms like. So we have kits for both. So this is the green version and really super sweet. It is 38 by 46. And so the panel comes all the way out to here. So then you just need to add the little white and then the, green outer border with just the cute little squares on the outside. And bada boom, bada bing, you're done. Sometimes you don't need to do a lot and it is just as sweet can be.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's very cute. And I didn't pull the other part of the panel, but there's also like little animal heads like these that you can make a little, what do you call those? A mobile. Thank you. That you can make like little mobile.
Oh.
A little mobile. Yeah. So there's a little extra piece in there that you can make a little mobile. Yeah. To go along with it. So there's that. And then we also made this little sweet little play mat. So really cute to just throw on the floor for the baby to play in, or just like, for the baby car seat. You can put it over the little baby in the car seat, a little one in a car seat, just really super cute. And we have this in the gray version as well as the green version in kits. So just really super cute, very sweet, fun little fabric for the little ones. And so we also have all of the little fabrics that go along with it. So you could make pillowcases and other little things to go along with it. So very fun.
People saying hi from Florida.
Hi from Florida. Hi. Hey, you guys. Ursula? Is it Ursula?
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
Ursula?
Someone else too.
Someone else too? Great. Did you get any fish? Did they get any fish, Ursula? I know they were going out fishing. So we're kind of going like two different directions here. So we have this sweet little baby thing. And then we're coming over here to Free Spirit. And you know, Free Spirit is kind of wild and wacky. So this is called, the Wisdom. And it kind of goes off the rails a little bit, but it's really kind of fun. And it's really kind of funky. And so you kind of have to get ready. So I'll show you this part first because these are really cool. So look at the great sunflowers. It's kind of upside down. Is it right side up or upside down? It's very cool. So really cool sunflowers. And then it kind of changes over. And I'm going to open this one up because it's really pretty cool in a really strange and wild different way. So she has the sunflowers with these crows. Oops. So can you see the crow? Is there like a big crow?
Well, yeah.
See this big crow? So there's a kind of a thing that's going on. And she has these words. And so she has this fabric with the words. And it has it says one crow might, okay, but then I can't read. Is it going that way? Is it upside down? It's still upside down. I can read upside down. I can read upside down. Now I lost where I was reading. So you can kind of read it. I can't read upside down.
Turn it upside down and read it.
Okay, I can turn it upside down and read it. So you can kind of see the words, and it talks about the crows, and there we go. Okay. And it talks about, she discovers the protection that comes from not being shielding herself from pain, but honoring the truth of who she is. And just all kinds of things like this. Its spirit is unbroken. In her art, she discovers the protection that comes from shielding something. I don't know. But it talks about, giving life to these birds that carry her soul, her dreams, and her courage. So it's kind of cool. So it has, I guess, something to do with the crows. And it kind of goes on, and there's all kinds of things about it. She finds the grace, not the kind that comes from perfection, but the raw, unvarnished grace of being human. So it's kind of cool. So there's those crows, and when you look at it, it's really kind of cool when you kind of come over here, Joe, with the rest of the fabric. So there's this, and if the crow part isn't your vibe, which is okay, but look at these sunflowers.
Those are neat.
Look at these. So that's not, you can do some really cool stuff if you go with the sunflowers, and then there's these kind of cool diamonds.
Very cool.
Because there's diamonds kind of in the background of this, if you could see.
Yeah.
And then if you look up here, look at these fabulous colors up here that all kind of come together with this.
Very cool.
And then if you eliminate the crows over here, look at the blues, if you can kind of pull those, with then these really cool sunflowers over here. Yeah. Then when I pop this with all of these blues over here, very cool. So like I said, if the crows aren't your vibe, because then she does come over here with the crows here and the birds and crows over here. So There is some story about the crows that kind of go in there. And then there are the black crows.
Oh, wow. Those are the ones I like.
Yeah. So there's that kind of guy vibe where you've got the black and gold and then this gold up here that all kind of comes together with a guy kind of thing going on. Joe said, yeah, he likes the black crows. Yeah. So that's kind of cool too. In its own kind of black grow kind of way. So it is kind of like really kind of maybe Edgar Allan Poe kind of way. But it's kind of cool. And that's kind of cool in its own way too.
What is the line called again?
It's called The Wisdom. So it has something to do with the wisdom of the crow. And I think if you come in and take a look and read some of the wording in this, I think it has, some wisdom in it from the crow.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of cool. So I think you'll find that it's kind of cool. And I think gaining strength from the crow in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. Oh, okay. That what is going in and out?
A couple of people have said their connections were going in and out.
Oh, okay.
We're just going to have to go with what we got.
Yeah.
Be lucky we're on.
Yeah, we feel lucky that we're on. So hopefully you'll be okay. So that's those two lines of fabric. Really kind of cool in a really different sort of way. So then we're going to roll down here. We had, and I've talked about these before, and now we're going to kind of revisit it. So don't forget to like us, share us, comment, so that your name goes into the Facebook comment picker. And, hopefully your name will get picked for a, gift card at the end of the night. And PP20 gets you 20% off everything I'm showing you tonight. So we have a new little project bag.
Let them know if they're having troubles, though, to just get out and come back.
Oh, yes. And don't forget, sometimes what will happen when there's a trouble at the beginning, if you go all the way out of Facebook and then come all the way back, log all the way back in again, that will get rid of your problems, and then you'll have smooth sailing, hopefully, after that. So give that a try. And then don't forget that we also put this up on YouTube. Like tonight or tomorrow, it will be up on YouTube, and then that a lot of times is a little bit better. So give that a try too. So we have a new project bag class and a new crossover tote bag class. So this is, and I think we talked about this a long time ago, and now I'm kind of revisiting it and kind of getting that going again. We talked about the waxed canvas. It's really kind of cool fabric. It's waxed, it's waterproof, and it's a canvas. And we're going to have a little tote bag. This is a little project tote bag workshop. And it's going to be a make and take class and kind of give you a little introduction to using the wax canvas, sewing with it. It's super easy to sew with. I think people are a little bit nervous about sewing with it because it's something new that they've never sewn with. And it has a couple properties that, you might want to just try out before you actually sew a bag with it. So we're going to do a little make and take workshop, and that is going to be on Thursday, June 18th. And it's just a little 45-minute class, and we're going to run them like hourly. And all you have to do is come. You'll maybe have a few supplies you have to bring. You don't have to bring your machine. We're going to have machines all set up. So you'll come. It's $15, which will include everything you need to make this little bag. Everything will be pre-cut, ready to go. You'll learn how to put the little tabs on, these little rivets and everything. It'll be so much fun. And you'll get a little bit of experience with using the wax canvas, doing a little bit of stuff with this leather and the rivets and stuff. And so you'll learn how to work with the wax canvas a little bit. And then that will give you a little bit of experience so that you could come in and make this simple crossbody bag. So this is a little crossbody bag, really simple beginning sewing class. So this is, if you've never made a bag before, you can make this bag. If you've made a lot of bags before, you'll still learn something new about making bags. There's a simple zipper. Yes, you're going to put in a zipper, but it's super easy. I'm going to take you step by step. I'm going to do a step, then you're going to do the step. I'm going to do another step. You're going to do it. And I'm going to show you some new tips and tricks on putting zippers in. There's a little pocket inside. You can see that none of your stitches show. So if you don't stitch perfectly, I have little patterns in here. So if you don't stitch perfectly, it doesn't matter. Nothing shows. Look, no binding.
That's cool.
No binding. And you're going to put all these cool rivets on. And it looks like a bag that you bought in a boutique someplace. Super simple crossbody bag. And this, you can make your strap shorter. You can make it longer. So super simple, fun bag that you can use every day. We have different colors of the wax canvas. You don't have to use this color. So you can make it longer, make it shorter. It's really a fun bag to make. And you just throw it over. Perfect little bag. And this bag we're going to make on Wednesday, July 29th. So really fun and easy to do. So it's really fun because you're going to start sewing right away. You don't have to make straps. You don't have to quilt your fabric. So you're not starting out by quilting. You're not spending a day quilting your fabric before you even get to sew a part of your bag together. And like I said, no binding. And the zipper is going to be super easy to put on. I promise. So I know you guys will go, oh, I don't want to put a zipper on. But the zipper is going to be really super easy. So if you've never made a bag before, this is a great starter bag. Promise. Super easy, fun bag to make. So that's July 29th, and the little project bag is June 18th. So those are on the website all ready for you to sign up for. So come and join us. It's going to be super fun. If you have any questions, you can just reach out and ask me questions. I'm happy to help you out with that.
A lot of people are saying they love the bag.
The bag is so cute. If that class fills up, we'll do another class. Okay, so we can do as many of those classes as you want because it's so fun and easy to do.
A couple of people were saying make and take, exclamation point.
Make and take, exclamation point. Yeah, everything will be ready for you to go. Super fun. Easy class. Yeah, make and takes are fun. We don't do enough of those, I don't think, huh? We should do more of those. Yeah. Okay. I'll work on that. Okay. Cuddle. Don't you love Cuddle? Some fabulous prints. These are Moda. This is Nantucket Summer. This is Moda's probably the best-selling line of fabric that Moda has ever had. They've reprinted it, probably the only line of fabric that they've ever reprinted, and now they've printed it on Cuddle fabric. So this is a really super, oh, I got it right side up, super simple little quilt to make. It's a stitch and flip quilt, and we have patterns for it. Easy project to make. You could, yes, I made it in a day. You can make it in a day. A couple, yeah, it's so soft.
Oh, it looks soft.
Oh, yeah, it has somebody's name on. So when we're done with the fabric, somebody's already buying it. Yes, it is so sweet. So we have all of these different fabrics, and look at this is even like a cheater panel. So all you have to do is you can just take this, put a back on it, put a Cuddle binding on it, and you are done. That's all you have to do. So you do not have to put batting in between this. This does not have any batting in it. No batting at all. All I did was put the fabric on. You put the fabric on, and I just spray basted this fabric on here. I put my next row on, stitched it on, flipped it. Put my next row on, stitched it on, flipped it. Put my next row on, stitched it on, flipped it. Put my binding on, done. It's that easy. Super fun and simple to make. The things that you want to make sure that you get and use, first of all, is a 9014 stretch needle. So you want to use a stretch needle. Okay. Stretch needle. Got it? Okay. And then you also want to use a polyester thread. Don't use a cotton thread. A cotton thread doesn't stretch. And so when you're sewing with it, you might find that your thread it will break. And if it doesn't break while you're sewing with it, once you get done sewing your project and you start, cuddling and stretching and using your quilt, you might find that your seams all of a sudden start to pop because your thread doesn't stretch as your stretches just a little bit. So it stretches with your quilt. So use a polyester thread, top and bottom, and your stretch needle. Okay? That's about it. Other than that, you just sew away, and it's going to be super fun and fast and easy quilts to make. So this is beautiful fabric. We'll be getting more of this type of Cuddle in so that you can, those more and more prints are coming out, and we'll be getting more and more in. So here's another cutie. The monsters. I'm going to set it up here so you can kind of come in and show how cute those are. So the little monsters are really cute. This is one is 60 wide. The Nantucket is 45 wide. But the little monsters are 60 wide, so they are just adorable. They are cute as cute can be. And then we have the purple Cuddle and then the polka dot Cuddle to go with down here. Get those. Get those. Take pictures of those too, because those go with it as well. So super fun, easy to do. You can put that on the front, put a polka dot or a purple on the back. Done. So easy quilts to make. And super cute. The little ones just love the Cuddle. Okay? You're just looking at something. Okay. So I made this cute little Brittany vest. Really sweet. The Brittany vest, we are out of the patterns right now, but more are on the way. So if you want the pattern, order the pattern tonight so that when they come in, you will be first on the list to get them, because people are coming in every day and ordering them. So make sure you get on the list. I ordered all the rest that they had, and so you want to make sure you get on the list. So Brittany is called the Brittany vest, and their pattern, if Joe can come in and small on this, the front, their pocket, they sewed all of these little, I think they're 1.5 inch squares together to make their pocket.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, I don't have time for that. So what I did, we had this beautiful floral fabric, from Moda, and I just made my pocket out of that. And they also did the same with the collar. They sewed all kinds of little 1.5 inch squares together to make the collar. I'm like, So I used the fabric for that. And then I did the same for the back. The back they made out of little 1.5 inch squares too. And I just made my star for the back out of this as the fabric as well. And there's a class for that too. And that is, hang on, June, June 25th. Don't quote me quite yet. Hang on. Wednesday, June 25th. I was right. Wednesday, June 25th.
Does it come in kid sizes?
It comes extra small. It comes, this is the large, so you can, or this is the large, so you're welcome to stop in the shop and try it on. So this is the large. I made the large. It comes extra small to XXXX, 4XL. So it comes pretty big. So, this is, like I said, this is the large. So, yeah, so you're welcome to give it a try when you come in. And so we have more on order. They're on their way. They should be here this week. So, get your name on the list for one of these if you would like one. It was really super simple to make. Really fun. So, yeah. So that was that. Over here, so I'm going to have Joe come back over here because I forgot to show this little kit, and then we'll show the quilt. So we have, Peter Rabbit and Benjamin Bunny. So we have this beautiful, boxed kit, and the box comes with, the fabric, everything you felt. And then it comes with a little Benjamin, the tail of Benjamin Bunny, the tail of Benjamin Bunny. What about Peter Rabbit? Well, he's in there too. He's in there too. So it has a little book, and then it says this book belongs to, so you could put the little name of the little one that who's getting the book. So the book is in here, and then once you make the quilt, you can put the quilt in there and give it as a gift. So then it's really cute. So when you buy the kits, you get the beautiful box.
Nice.
Beautiful. And then before I show you the quilt, we also have a couple extra fabrics for backing. So we have this fabric. I'll put it up here. So we have the green. We have the green bunnies. We have the green bunnies. And then we have the white bunnies, Benjamin Bunny and Peter Rabbit.
Awesome.
So we have those to use for backings. So we have the box kit and the backing, and then the quilt is right over there, Joe. So you might want to show I don't know if you want to get back there and
sure,
and do a close-up of the actual quilt. So that's the actual quilt that goes along with the box and the backings and the book. So it really makes a beautiful gift. And so there's a panel in the center. I took a drink. Excuse me. So most of it are little squares going around, and then you have the little radishes and carrots that they steal from the farmer's garden. So it's really super cute.
very neat.
Yeah. So that makes the quilt. And the quilt is 68 by 77, and you need 4 1/4 yards of the backing to go on the back.
It's a big one.
Yeah, it's a nice size quilt. Holy moly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very cool. Okay, let's show this as long as you're back here. Excuse me. So this is Independence Day from Moda. Love this little fabric. So sweet. And the pattern is called Shining Stars. And we have kits for this. And the project is 72.5 by 72.5. Really pretty quilt. Love the stars. Sorry, so sorry. Really fun. Not a difficult quilt to make. Really fast and easy to do. The big blue stars are really fun to make. And then the little red ones are just really super simple to do as well. So it comes out really quick. You could add some big borders to make it a little bit bigger. So it could be a nice queen or king size quilt very easily. And this takes 5 yards of backing to finish off. So sorry. Yeah, so really fun Independence Day from Moda, really super cute. Fig Tree? No, Sweetwater. I'm sorry. Sweetwater Fabrics. One of our favorites. I love Sweetwater. So these little prints up here are really cute. The little stripes are fun. The houses are really fun. We have a little God Bless America print in there. That's really sweet as well. And the stars are really cute too. These little stars are fun too. So just a really fun line of fabric. We have all the fabrics, the whole line. We have charm packs. Jelly rolls? 2, I think, maybe. We might still have jelly rolls. I know we have some char packs. So,
very cool.
Very cool fabric. Really sweet and fun. So we have those. Okay, we're going to, go up to the front here, and we're going to show a couple things, and then I'm going to show you how to do a couple things here. We have this really cute little, table topper. What is it called? We called it the Circle of Stars applique, table topper. This has, and I'm going to kind of bring it up closer so you can see it. It has some glitter vinyl on it. So we put a couple of glittery stars on here. Okay, I'm going to move it to make you dizzy. It has some glitter vinyl on here, and I'm going to do a couple demos in a minute, and I'm going to show you how to use the glitter vinyl, because there's a couple tips and tricks that you're going to want to know, when you do, your glitter vinyl. And we put the instructions on using the glitter vinyl in your kit so that you, in case you forget. So you do the glitter vinyl correctly. We don't want any mishaps. So we have that. I'll just lay that down. Wow, fun. Hey, Kathy. Thank you for watching. Oh, I forgot something else over here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to use the glitter vinyl in a minute. I also forgot in Cuddle Land, we have some fun panels. So you're gonna stand back. I should have brought those little samples that we had of the other fabrics. Yeah, we're going to turn them around. I want to get them kind of right side up. So you're going to go get those stuffies. Go get this. Could you get the stuffies? I'm going to show the book first, and she's going to get the stuffies. So we have a book panel right here, a farm book panel. So you can see it has a farm book with horses, little fun horses. And then there's some finger puppets to go along with it. And it's all made out of the Cuddle fabric. So it's nice and soft and squishy and fun. Made out of the Cuddle.
That's pretty funny.
It's very cute. So animals in my barn. So really cute with cows and horses. And then the finger puppets on the bottom to go along with your barn. So this is all made out of the Cuddle farm book, and everything that you need here is, and there's instructions too, I think, on there. Yes, they're not the right ones, but you know, we had these regular fabric stuffies. So you make them, and then they have pockets in the front with a couple little baby animals that sit in the pockets. So we have these, but we also have the same kind of thing, but in Cuddle. So they're all soft and squishy, and they're in Cuddle. So they're the same kind of thing, but made out of Cuddle. So these are, what are these? Lambs, and this is lamb and pig? What is it? Lamb and pig. So this one is the lamb and the pig, sheep and the pig. And then we have another one that is do I have it upside down? No, I have it right side up. Yeah, a cow and a chicken. So they're adorable. And so they have the little pockets and then the little babies that go in the little pockets, but they're all made out of Cuddle. So they're super, where are we going, crooked? Hang on, he's going upside down and backwards. There we go. Okay. So we have the chicken and the cow with the little pocket and then the little babies that go in the little pocket. Super cute. And they're all soft and made out of the Cuddle. So nothing could be sweeter or softer than that. So I forgot to show you those. So we have those. Okay. So we also have, hang on a second, where's my pattern? Right here. So I know y'all all love the jelly roll rugs, which we have done. So they have come out with a new pattern that makes, out of those jelly roll strips that you make to make your jelly roll rugs, they have pillows. They now have pillows, placemats, coasters, and trivets too. How much fun can that be? So I had some leftover jelly roll strips, and I made this cute little pillow. Super fun. So I'm going to show you how that works today. I'm going to show you how to do the applique stars. Then I'm going to show you the little strips, how to put the strips together to make a pillow. Really fun and fast and easy. So great way to use up some of your jelly roll strips to make pillows and coasters and placemats. Placemats would be great out of this. And then we also have the little goodness bowls, they're called. And this is the largest size of the goodness bowls. And it makes 7 different sizes of these bowls. And they're really kind of cool. It makes 7 different sizes. So those are all the different sizes, all the way down to teeny weeny itty bitty small. Oops, he's going crooked again. Hang on.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Got to right itself again. The gimbal's going crazy today. Okay. So it makes all of these different size bowls. So they're really cool. But this is the largest.
Here, why don't you show that again? So I can
okay. So this is the picture. Here's the picture. So it makes all the way down to 7 different sizes of the bowl. And I'll show you what size the smallest one is.
So they can see
And so this is the bowl, and I'm going to show you how to make one of these bowls, or how to make one of the pieces of the bowl.
Very cool.
It's very cool. It was a lot of fun. It's not hard. Takes a little hand sewing. So I'm going to show you how to make one of the pieces. All the pieces are exactly the same, and then you sew them together. So we're going to go over, I'm going to have you just kind of show down into here onto the table. So while I'm doing that, we've had some of the Bible sayings and things on the little 5-inch squares. So we got some new ones that are now colored. So they're kind of nice. So Joe, you can kind of hone in on these and show the new ones that we have that are now colorized. The other ones were just black and white. So in these, these are just like one square in each of these. And then these have multiples. So this one is all food related, and I'll kind of just turn that over. I don't know, it might be a little hard to read, but they're all food related ones.
Yeah, like turn it up so I'm not getting the shiny.
Like this?
Yeah.
There you go. This one says, I am the bread of life. How sweet are thy words. What else? I am the living bread. You know, so these are all like food related ones. So like little mug rugs would be pretty out of that.
Very cool.
Yeah. And then this one has, 4 different panels in here. So there's those 2, and then it switches over and has these 2.
Oh, nice.
The other ones have just one of each in each panel.
Cool.
So there's that. So, and then we have the long awaited, Ultimate Flying Geese Tool 2.
2.
So this has, this has all of those other sizes, the other sizes that you might have been missing. I know a lot of times, there are other sizes that, you need to fill in that you don't have with the first Ultimate Flying Geese tool. So these are the other kind of popular sizes that they felt were missing with the first tool. So there's like, I could go through them all, but I don't think you need me to. So these are like 1 1/4 and the quarters of the 3/4. These are kind of the ones that are kind of filling in. So this is the other one. So now you have probably all the sizes covered that you need. So it's the Ultimate Flying Geese Tool 2. I don't know if there's going to be a 3, but this is 2.
It's not 2 like also, it's 2 like number 2.
Number 2, because we all have the first one. And the first one is great. And I'm just getting over a cold, so now my nose is right. Okay. So let's see. Where are we going to go? I'm going to show you how to do a few things.
Where do you want me to be?
Well, you're going to like.
On your side?
You can be at my side. You sure? Why not? Okay. So first I'm going to heat up so while the iron's heating up, I'm going to show you how to do the little pillow. So we have our little, he's going to shine a light on our little work here. So this is how your, kind of your little mat turns out. And this would make a great placemat, not this, because it's a little small. It would be too small for Joe's plate for dinner, I can tell you that. But it makes that this were just like extra ones that I was sewing together, like a great little mug rug or a great little trivet. But it's a great thickness for like a placemat. It would make a really nice placemat if it was bigger. Also, I was thinking if it was the right size, which it's not, it could also make a really good pot holder. So you could think about maybe making some of these as pot holders for Christmas. So you have your little strips made with your tube makers. Everybody knows how to make the tubes with your tube maker, right? With your fabric tube maker, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to make your tubes with your fabric tube maker, and you could use make a width of fabric, and you can make these tubes. So these are just leftover tubes that I had. So you're going to cut your tubes or have the width of a fabric tube, and you're going to take 2 tubes, and you're going to sew them together. you're going to have your double folds. You're going to place your double folds together, and you're going to zigzag those together so they look like this.
Mhm.
You're going to have, and you're going to start sewing them together in sets of 2. So I have 2 of them sewed together with their double folds together. Alrighty. Then I'm going to take those and I'm going to put the single folds together, and I'm going to zigzag those together to make a set of 4. And I'm going to keep going, so on and so forth. And I'm going to grab my pillow over here until I get it to the size that I want. You could make 12-inch pillows. You could make 14-inch pillows. You could make 20-inch pillows, whatever size pillows you have. These were leftover jelly roll strips that I had, and I could make a 16-inch pillow because that's the size pillow, the size strips that I had. So I made them. I kept sewing them together till I had enough to make my 16-inch pillow. So I just kept adding them together until they were big enough to make my pillow. And that's all, that's really all there is to it. And so the pattern will tell you, and then it tells you, you know, how to make your envelope back. And then it tells you how to put things together to make a placemat, and how to bind things off, and what size strips you need, and how many strips you need, and how much fabric that you need to make your placemats and make your little round trivets. It has a template to make your little round trivets, and also your, oh, leave me up like this because it's too shiny. Yeah. So it tells you how much you need to make different size pillows, how many strips you need, and all of that other good stuff to make all of these little projects. But they were really fun and simple to do. I made it very quickly, and it was a lot of fun. So it's a great way to use up your scraps and leftover battings and things, and just sewing 2 together, then sew 2 and 2 together, and you just keep going until you get your project. So it was a lot of fun. So yeah, great way to use up some scraps. Wait, don't go away. Where are you going?
Okay, I'm right here.
Right there. Okay. So now that my iron is pretty hot, to use the glitter vinyl to make your stars on your project, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw your star on the back of your glitter vinyl, on the non-shiny side of your glitter vinyl. You'll draw your star. And we're just going to pretend I drew a star, but I'm just going to like cut off a chunk of this. Okay. Then on the front, we're going to come over here. On the front, there is no, it's going to be hard for me to get this off, I bet. Okay. There is a clear vinyl. There's a clear, here we go. I'm getting it. Hang on. This might take a half an hour. There we go. No, we got it. There's a clear piece of plastic on top of
I
that
can see
that you have to get rid of.
Yep.
You want to get rid of that. And there's instructions, like I said, in your kit. Then you simply lay your vinyl, your glitter vinyl, wherever you want it on your placement, on your topper, and then you just press it on. And it is already pre-stuck.
Wow.
I probably have to do it a little bit more.
Got to be sure
Yeah.
when you put it down.
Be sure when you put it down, because there's adhesive. It doesn't feel like there's adhesive on the back, but there is. And you're just going to press it on with your hot iron, and it's stuck. So that's all there is. If you press it with this on, you're going to be sorry. I'm just saying. So don't do that. And then it's very easy just to applique over the top of that.
Because it would melt, right?
Yeah, it would melt. It'll make your iron all goopy, and then you'll say bad words. But in case you forget how to do it, like I said, there are instructions in your kit.
Cool.
So it's that easy. But the trick is to make sure that you take that plastic off. So I don't want you to have any problems when you do that. Super simple. Okay. So now to make these little guys, there are in
the bowls.
The bowls, to make your little bowls, and they get smaller, and then they get really small. Tiny, teeny. I don't know what you're putting in that, but you go for it. I don't know, but you can go for it. So this is the super size, the one that I made, and they get smaller. Like these are kind of a nice size. You could put a little ring. You could put little rings in there or little things in there. Candy. They could be little candy dishes. They could be fun. So there's all different sizes in between. the extra large. The mediums are a nice size. Those are a nice size. So, yeah. So, like I said, 7 different sizes, to do. So, they have you use the Peltex, 70 stabilizer. I like to use the, I think it's 71, because the 71 is fusible. I like to make my life and your life a lot easier. Okay. So what you're going to do, this is kind of like English paper piecing. And I know some people are going, some people love English paper piecing, some people not so much. So that's why the fusible stuff is a lot easier. So Peltex, the 71 is, I think, fusible on both sides. This is fusible on both sides. And it's good to have it fusible on both sides for 2 reasons. So for the first thing, you're going to cut your, you're going to cut out 2 pattern pieces to make your bowl. You're going to have the outside and the inside. And so here's the inner and here's the outer. And I'm going to kind of lay those 2 together. I'll lay them on here because it's hard to hold them up. You can see that if you come in on it, it's ever so slightly smaller. This is your inner. It's ever so slightly smaller than the outer, which makes sense, right? Yeah. So you're going to cut 2 different sizes to make your bowl. And you're going to cut your fabric about 1/4 to 1/2 inch larger than your pattern piece. Okay. Just like you would in English paper piecing. Yeah, we're going to look at this. So, this is fusible on both sides. I'm going to lay my pattern, my, Peltex down on my ironing mat, and I'm going to flip it over. And you could put a piece of, if it makes you feel better, you could put a piece of, Teflon pressing sheet down, but you would really have to iron really, really hard to make this side stick to your ironing mat. It's not going to stick to it that easily. So I'm going to give it a press, and I'm going to make your fabric stick to your Peltex. So you could see that didn't stick at all to my ironing mat. I would really have to press for a long time for the heat to penetrate all the way through this and stick to my ironing mat. So now it's stuck to this. And now I'm going to just flip this over, and I'm going to press this all the way around. So what they're doing is they're having you get glue out and glue all of this down. And it's much easier to just come around and use the glue on the Peltex to do this. Nice. Saves a lot of time. And then what's nice later on, when I'm putting my 2 bowls together, this glue is going to stick to the glue on the other side of the bowl. So when I have my 2 bowls going together, this is going to help hold these 2 bowls together. It's going to kind of glue my bowls together in the end. Make sense? Yeah. Does that make sense to everybody? Sound right? Nope. Oh, okay. So we're not getting comments. So Sherry's having a hard time getting comments on Facebook. So I'll probably go home and I'll probably be able to see comments. And if there's questions. Not seeing a lot of comments. Okay. You can come on in and ask questions. I think Facebook's still a little funny tonight. We have a lot of people.
I have 88. Yeah,
okay. We have a lot of people, but we're somehow not seeing comments. So if you have questions, so that's all you're going to have to do to make your piece. And so you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides of these. So you're going to do exactly the same thing to make your sides. You're going to cut the 6 sides out of Peltex, and you're going to do exactly the same time with fabric going all the way around. And then you're going to end up laying these 6 sides together, going all the way around, and you're going to hand stitch those. I know. The instructions are to hand stitch them. On the bottom, you might be able to do a little zigzag to stitch those around. You could stitch those, do a little itty bitty zigzag. If there's a way to machine stitch this all together, I would have come up with one, but there really isn't. So it really is a hand stitch kind of thing. So you can see how I kind of hand stitch these together just a really itty bitty hand stitch to stitch all this. So then you make one bowl and then you make your other bowl. And then I put them inside of one another. And since there was sticky on both sides, then I just used my iron. And that's when I really used my iron and pressed those two together. And then they stuck together really nice. And then I did stitch around the top of it, like the instructions said. But yeah, it's a hand stitching project. So it gives you something to do at night while you're watching TV.
You get a really cool bowl, too.
You get a really cool bowl. I think this is really fun. Yeah, but it is hand stitching. But it's not hard. And it was fun. So that's my little project doing that. But the Peltex makes this part really super easy and fast. And then the fact that these are now sticky together sticks everything together and makes that putting the bowl together at the end super fast and easy. Okay, I have two more things to do. This, I'm going to ask, well, I'm not. I'm going to wait till next month on that. Because we're not getting comments. So I have one more thing just to quick show you, and then I think we're going to be done. So this is my little project that I'm working on. This is our Lori Holt, Farmyard Friends quilt project. I'm getting there. I got started. I have my, you can see my chicken and my lamb done and some stars. I'm going right along with the instructions because really all I want to do is make the animals, but I'm following the instructions and you have to make this, and I'm following the instructions. First you had to make the star and then I could make a chicken. Then I had to make some more stars. Then I could make the lamb. Now I have to make some more stars before I can make the pig. So I'm making some more stars, and my next month I'm hoping to be done and I'll have something to show you. So I think it's turning out really super cute and they're really fun to make and I'm having a lot of fun, but I want to make the pig and I want to make the cow. So I'm working on it. So it's a work in progress. So thank you so much for joining us. I think I got everything. If you have any questions, just shout. Email us, text us. Thank you for hanging in there with us tonight. Facebook sometimes just doesn't want to cooperate with life. And, we've got lots of things happening. So check out our website. Don't forget to like us, share us. PP20 gets you 20% off of everything I showed you tonight. And we hope to see you in the store soon because we got lots of things happening. See you soon. Say bye, Sherry. Bye. Thanks for joining us. Bye.